The Manuscript of Survival, Part 375. December 3, 2013. As you have already noticed, the incoming energies that accompanied last Sunday's momentous gathering has perceptibly picked up speed, and rightly so. For as you all managed to jettison so much of the old dross you were carrying, you left a gaping hole within, ready to be filled with light in a very different way than before, and as such, it is as if there is an ever stronger current flooding into you all. Again, this is a process that will be very individual, so you will all need to feel into this in order to establish just what is happening within you. And we do hasten to add that even if you yourself do not feel much difference at the moment, know that you too are encompassed by this overwhelming turn of events. For you are no longer the persons you used to be just a few days ago, as you have all entered this white-hot furnace and deposited your old and now forgotten memories, the ones that you have held within for generations, but now has been sacrificed on the altar of purification. And a purification may seem to leave some scars at first, for as so much is being removed, it will seem to put you more or less off balance for a while. Remember, nature abhors vacuum, and this gaping hole that used to constitute so much of the old you will not be left wide open for very long. In fact, it is being filled already, but as usual, this process will be taken in increments, so you will feel yourself more or less at loss at times whenever you try to figure out just who and where you are at the moment. You see, this whole process is in many ways incredibly fast, but in some aspects, time will indeed seem to be standing still, and you will think you are being ground under the same stone forever. This is certainly not the case, but it is very understandable that you feel like that from time to time. However, we are more than happy to report that you have made an incredible progress just by allowing yourself to go through this ordeal of removing all of those old layers, almost like you were tearing off pieces of your own skin. For that is what this may have felt like for many of you, for these old scars and old impurities, if you will, have been deeply ingrained within you, and as such, they do leave a reaction when they are taken away. For they used to be such an important part of you, and when you do such a thorough removal, it is bound to take a while before you find your new bearings again. In addition, what is coming in to fill this vacuum will also vary from person to person, for this will be attuned to what you defined your role in this new world to be. Remember, all that you used to be was an intrinsic part of the old definition of you, and now, you need to become clear on who you want to be in the future. For this is indeed entirely up to each and every one of you. You did come down here with a clearly defined role to play, and as such, there are indeed some guiding lines for you all to follow, but again, we cannot force you to do anything at all, so it is indeed up to each and every one of you to choose what road to take next. For remember, even if you do have a description of just what you were being sent here to accomplish, the task you are meant to fulfill can be done in a multitude of ways. Or you can defy it altogether and simply decide not to do it. Again, this is entirely in your hands, and in your hearts, if we may add, for you must follow your inner guidance in this if you want to find the path that is right for you. Remember, we have told you to choose something that will make your heart sing, for when it does, you are certainly following the calling from your higher self, and as such, you will be given a large amount of extra push if you will. For so it is whenever you choose to follow the path that has been laid down beforehand, the path that will ensure you achieve the goals you have set for yourself. But this is not written in stone, and it is indeed you who will be left to choose the way ahead. You might become disillusioned if you feel your physical body struggle at times like these, and so, thinking about what you want to bring to the future by way of what you will set into action by your own decisions may seem too big a mountain to climb at the moment. Just remember, you need not plan it all out now, that is not even feasible, as you need to keep a clear mind in the now at all times. And what we mean by that, is simply this: make sure that the first steps you take out of this glade in the forest are not taken at random. Rather, take your time to get your bearings first, and do not jump headlong into something just because you feel overly tired or frustrated or even lost. You can also find yourself caught up in the thorns if you choose to throw all caution to the wind and decide to just shut your eyes and tear along at full speed ahead in your eagerness to reach your destined goal. So again we say, take time to feel within, and listen to the voice emanating from your heart, and you will never err in your choice of speed and direction. Remember, this is certainly not a race in any way, this is all about picking out the direction that is right for you. And when you find it, you will know, for then, your heart will start to vibrate in a way that cannot be ignored. So again we say, do not give up and think you have lost it all, because this process of realigning yourself with all of the new takes too much out of you. For you are on the right track, it will simply take some time before you can be able to read it clearly yourself. So trust us when we again repeat that all is well, even if you do find yourself more than a little confused and emptied out at the moment. Remember, you have jettisoned so much of who you used to be. It can in many ways be likened to waking up in a brand new house after moving away from your old familiar flat. Nothing will seem to be in the right place anymore, and it will take some time before you feel literally at home here. So sit back and give yourself some time to feel into this, and take some time to take stock of your new environs. For remember, you have moved away from that old and cluttered flat and into new lodgings. They are far more spacious, and we can guarantee they hold a few surprises, for you have yet to see all the rooms you have at your disposal now. Again we give you a heartfelt salute from us all, and on behalf of all of creation, we thank you for what you have done. For it was indeed a major accomplishment, and it will be one of the most important moves you will make on this journey. So for now, let us just leave you with this advice: take your time, there is no rush, but do not sit around idle. Use your time well, for you need to use it to get to know the real reason for why you are here. You are certainly on a mission, but it is you and only you who can uncover the secret of just what it is you are here to share with the rest of this world. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com